Welcome to part 2 of my Matchbox 20 reaction. This is tracks 5, 6, 7, and 8 from Where the Light Goes. Okay, we're back here with part 2. Make sure you go watch part 1 before you watch this if you're interested in my reactions to the first 4 songs on this album, which again are Friends, Wild Dogs, Running in a Slow Dream, Rebels, and One Hit Love. I loved all 4 of those songs for different reasons. The first track was a little surprising, but go watch that video. I talk a lot about my love for Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas, and just sort of explain why I like Matchbox 20 so much, go through their discography a little bit. Go watch that stuff if you haven't seen it yet and you just stumbled onto this video. But if you did watch it, let's get right back into it. This is track 5, Warm Blood. Let's go. Okay. Oh, interesting. Some electric guitar, but it sounds very far away. And obviously that's sort of, I don't know, like a tribal kind of beat. Interesting. Some of it's farther away sounding, some of it's very close. Wooden sounding. Sort of like a low brass sound. Reverb there. And that definitely sounds like a brass patch. Ooh. Ooh. Hot, nice hi-hat rhythm going, along with that great sounding kick. Nice thump. It's these like synth pads and things that are kind of woofy sounding to me that are so surprising that they're so loud in the mix. It's very weird. I almost wonder if that's partly a mastering thing. Oh, nice palm muting off to the side. Some nice strums. Bassline phenomenal. Not sure I care for that as much.
Only there to save us when we have none. I don't wanna say it's bad luck, picking off the pieces of our sad love.
Ooh.
We're just only there to save us.
Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, what an interesting guitar tone. Very, either it was recorded, the microphone was in a different room, which could be really interesting effect, or there's a different kind of a reverb effect added to it, where just the wet signal's going through and not a lot of the dry signal. Very cool regardless. Uh-oh. 2 songs fading out of 5, and honestly that first track faded out as well, but I gave them a pass there. Matchbox 20, why do you do this to me? Why do you keep your albums from being some of the greatest of all time, in my opinion? All right, Queen of New York City. Piano.
There's a rhythm to her heart. inside her head. She'll tell you from the start. Boy, you don't know her yet. She's like a constellation of stars that don't connect.
A lot of room I'm feeling, which is kind of nice. And you can hear the space that things were recorded in, whether that's added after the fact or actually they're using room microphones. It's very cool.
She says, ain't I the queen of New York City? I'll take 'em all down with me.
More strumming acoustic guitar.
She's got some kind of way about her. One look and you don't doubt her. Seeing's believing now. Don't you believe her now?
Interesting. Right away, my first impression there was that was a great chorus. Loved it. Oh, the stereo spectrum is so wide. It's very... I like it, though. I think that I like this. I think I like the way everything sounds. His vocals are surprising me sometimes, though.
And then she smiles at you the way that people smile when they're trying not to cry, and she says, ain't I the queen of New York City?
Kind of very reminiscent of older Matchbox 20 songs.
She's got some kind of way about her. One look and you don't doubt her. Seeing's believing now. Don't you believe her now?
Interesting that now, and then the next phrase also ends with now. Really like that, though. Okay, not too much of a bridge there, just goes back into the chorus.
Cause I'm gonna run this town. Hey, I'm the queen of New York City. I'll drag them all down with me. Cause I'm gonna run this town. Yeah. She's got some kind of way about her. One look and you don't doubt her. Seeing's believing now.
The guitars are very present here. The bass guitar is a little less present, but it's doing something very simple, you know? All of the songs do have a sort of individual feeling to them, to the way that they were mixed, in terms of maybe they were each worked on sort of individually, which doesn't bother me at all. As long as everything still sounds good. Yes, and no fade out. I know that's stupid, and it's stupid, but it's something I'm worried about. All right, track 7 coming up here. This is Where the Light Goes. This is the title track. Okay, so like a synth bass. Some oohs and ahs in the background for good measure. Okay.
Can you tell me where the light goes?
Ballad.
Every time your eyes close.
At least for now.
If it's there, then it doesn't show. Tell me where the light goes. I wanna know.
Oh. Acoustic guitar, I think. Maybe piano.
Can you tell me why the room dims every time you leave it?
Tom drums.
I'm a shadow of a heartbreak and a ghost of all the endings.
Yeah.
All I wanna know. I wanna
There's an electric guitar in there as well. I think that's acoustic guitar, piano, and electric guitar. Ooh. Background vocals, I think, from a different member of the band. Could be Rob, but I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Now, some of the acoustic guitar could be bouzouki as well. Very famously, I'm pretty sure that the bouzouki is the instrument that they played on Unwell. If you're unfamiliar with what a bouzouki is, actually one of my friends, back when I was working at the recording studio, would come in and he brought his bouzouki all the time and played bouzouki. It's kind of a folky instrument, kind of like a cross between a banjo and a ukulele, I guess. Like a higher pitched acoustic guitar, smaller instrument. This is great. It sounds like Matchbox 20, which I know is silly, but you know, I kind of was worried that we weren't going to get something that sounded like Matchbox 20, but we are. And I definitely, the bass here, really great. Drums are really great as well. Very boxy sounding in a nice way. Very tight. Open hi-hat. Very nice. Those oohs and ahs back from the beginning. Oh. Just piano. Yeah. I'm trying to like hear everything the first time, but there's so much happening. I know I'm missing certain things. So I cannot wait to listen to this multiple times in the coming weeks, in the coming rest of the year, in the coming years. Don't fade out. But it might. It probably will. They faked me out there. Very happy with that. All right, this will be the last song for this video, if I cut it up. Hang On Every Word, track 8. Nice organ to just start off. Oh, yes. Gorgeous sounding piano, played softly. Grand piano. Don't let your fallen stars blow out, no matter what you've heard. Dry voice, sounding a lot more intimate that way. Don't let the rainy days cloud what you see. A little bit of reverb there. Only really being activated when he hit the... I know you're thinking that you've shown up with so much you need to learn. But ooh, you can hear the movement there of the piano. That's great. I will hang on every word that you say. Matchbox 20 ballads, there's nothing like them. The edge of my world, when nothing goes right, and all you can speak is the hurt. I will hang on every word. Some strings. Yeah, cello. Sounds great. It's okay. Okay. It's okay if you freeze. Hey, you can really tell the 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I wasn't feeling that before the drums kicked in, so that's very cool. And just the strumming pattern of the guitar there, it's very nice. Very dynamic playing, again. Everything very tastefully done. Yes. The drums here are not overpowering. It's not a huge kick and a massive blasting snare. That's not what you need here. It's great. Oh, those backing vocals. And his voice is still mostly dry. Oh, yes. Oh. I will hang on every word. You can feel free to brag. You can cry up a storm. All that you need. is beautiful.
Let your voice be the edge of my world. When nothing goes right and all you can speak is the hurt.
Background vocals are great.
I will hang on every word. Hang on every word.
There's almost like a little Beatlesiness to this. I don't know. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but for some reason that's what I'm getting. Something is making me think that at least.
Suddenly everything starts to be clear, but there's no one around here that you think will care. I'll hang
Don't fade out.
on.
I know I say that every time, but it worries me. Yes, nice. There could have been some strumming strumming bouzouki in there as well, or some ukulele. Nice. I love that you could hear the piano sort of stop there. Okay, that is going to be the end of video 2. You're already familiar with this process, but if you came here and you wanted to just hear one of these songs, check out the other stuff on my channel, like my Metallica reactions. Just go look at what other stuff is there. Think about subscribing. Think about liking the video. It does help me when that happens. Who knows what's going to end up happening with these videos, but who cares? At the end of the day, I get to listen to a fantastic Matchbox 20 album, and if this ends up on the internet somewhere, you got to listen to it with me, so thank you very much for doing that. Now let's go finish this album off strong. Let's go listen to part 3, the final part of this awesome Matchbox 20 album. I'll see you over there in part 3.